Hello, good evening on this occasion. It's either that or good morning. On the lake I'm fishing at the moment for perch, first cast as well. Another short session for me, but first cast. I've just caught that, and you can see there, that really lunged at the lure, didn't it? Not a blanker on this occasion, that's for sure. My last session here was a morning one, and then I was going to Conwy in North Wales for a game. Today later, I've been. The New Saints won 1-0 in the JD Welsh Cup into the fourth round. It's been a busy one for me today as well. We've had the Builders again, which is a Saturday, so they haven't been doing Saturdays up till now, but they wanted to get some of the roofing stuff done because we might have, just caught a branch there or a section of one, we might have some rain on the way tomorrow into Monday morning, so they wanted to get the roof done and sealed, which is great because every day they do is one day less to work next week. I'm hoping that they'll be able to, if not finish next week, at least tidy up all the main things and start working on the finer details. Although I'm pretty hopeful, talking to them and looking at where they are, that we will be out of the woods and then we can start doing all the other stuff. Still things to do. You know what it's like if you've had renovations on your house. Not that I'm complaining at all. It's great, and we look forward to the finished article. I didn't get home though till 3 a.m. from Conwy, and that's a story in itself. I think I might do a thought for the day on that one actually, because it's quite an interesting little tale to tell. But fishing's so important for me. Out in the open air, the great outdoors, the fresh air, and it is most certainly, as far as I'm concerned, normality. I think that's important when you've got things going on in your life, whatever they may be, whether it's building work or maybe some relationship issues or difficult circumstances at home, possibly illness, things like that most of us have going on at some point in our lives. The more normal, if I could use that word in inverted commas, you can make your life, the better. So going out fishing, that's normal for me, that's normality. For some people it might be playing golf, getting out the stamp collection, whatever it might be. It's so important. I've got another fish there. Feels like a perch. You know when you've got a pike on. Initially you might not, but you know when it's a perch. I think it could be another one similar to the size I had just now. I use the net regardless of the size of the fish, and especially when you're lure fishing, you don't always have a clean connection with the hook. They often come out in the net, so let that happen as long as you've lifted it from the water. That's okay. Oh, and I'll tell you what, that one has come out there in my hand, so again, good reason for using the net. Second perch of the session this evening. This will be my final chuck out into the lake. It's my usual approach. There's the rod and reel. You won't see too much of it now because it's quite dark, but I do show the gear regularly to the camera. It's a 1 gram jig head. That's about as heavy as I would go on this particular spot on fishing because it is very shallow and you don't want the bait to sink, because if you do, it's on the bottom. That's why I'm giving you plenty of movement, although you can never give it too much, can you? Because that's the whole idea of lure fishing. It's not a live fish, it's a piece of rubber in effect, shaped like a fish, but you want to create the image that it's alive, maybe distressed, perhaps trying to get away from the predator that's out there. Just the two perch for me. on this session, but as I say so often, and I never get tired of repeating myself, I've enjoyed it, and that's what counts.